everyone, so as it is late August, this means that it is soon back to school time, which also means that my unrelenting depression is coming back. I'm just kidding, it never left. So now that I am halfway done with high school, I thought I'm experienced enough to give you guys some of my advice and my tips on going back to school. So without further ado, let's get into my terrible tips. My first piece of advice is to be organized. I know this is extremely cliche, but as you know, if you've gone through any type of schooling or whatever, you know that it's extremely important to be organized. So whether you have binders or folders, whatever you need, you don't want to be like halfway throughout the year and have just shit coming out of your folder, your backpack, whatever. You want to stay organized, you know, man? Like, it's good, it's gooch. So I picked up some folders here, you know, Staples, Target, Walmart, wherever. It looks like I'm having a giveaway, but I'm not that relevant. You know, just get the multicolored ones. You have fun with your organization. And along with having folders or binders, I also recommend having notebooks. Some teachers will assign notebooks, but if not, and if your school doesn't give you an agenda, I recommend keeping a notebook as an agenda because it will help you. Something that I like to do personally is not keep a physical agenda, but I like to go online because my teachers will post the homework assignments online, and then I'll copy and paste them into a Word document and then print them out, and then as I go throughout my homework, I'll cross off all the assignments. That's personally what I like to do rather than having a physical notebook or agenda. That helps me out. But regardless, it is very important to keep track of your homework and projects and whatnot. This one is a cool rainbow one. I think this one's pretty neat. I think we got this at Walmart. Walmart is a good place for school supplies. So my next piece of advice is a little bit more fun, and that is to personalize your stuff. Whether this be your backpack or like a pencil case or whatever you're allowed to personalize, I think it would be a lot more fun to put pins on it and, you know, stickers or whatever that you enjoy, because I think this will lessen the pain of going back to school if you can just show up with a cool ass backpack with a bunch of pins on it. Like, what's not to like about that? So I just got this plain black one, and I have some pins on it from the San Diego Pride Parade. I also have a Ghostbusters one, and I hope to get more, but I think this is just gonna make it more fun to go back to school because you're being your own person. And that also kind of goes along with my next piece of advice, which is to just don't give a shit. If you don't have to wear a uniform, and if you can kind of express yourself a little bit more loosely, maybe you could try cutting your hair or dyeing it. For example, I'm probably going to be dyeing my hair lavender in the beginning of this school year just because, you know, I just want to go for it and just have fun. And I think that it's really hard to not let other people's opinion of you bother you, but I think that is also very important, especially when starting a new school year. You can just be like, you know what, screw these people, it's a brand new year, I'm gonna have fun, you know, just come in with my gay pins, you know, who even cares, really? Like, who cares? Now, if you go to a private school or just a really strict school, this might be a little difficult for you, but otherwise this will work out fine. Like, if you plan on going back to school shopping and if you want to try something a little bit more edgy or a little bit more conservative, you know, wear what you want, as long as you're not actually conservative. I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. If you plan on going back to school shopping, you can try something a little bit more edgy or a little bit more conservative, you know, just try something new as long as you're comfortable wearing it, and you might realize that this is your style and this is what you're meant to do, and then you can just have the entire year to express yourself and have fun with your appearance. So my next piece of advice is not as fun and it is a bit more cliche, but it is very important not to procrastinate. I am a huge procrastinator, and I am telling you not to procrastinate, but I know that I will procrastinate. So I think it would be a good goal this year for both of us, you know, to work hand in hand and not procrastinate. We can do this together. I said last year that I didn't want to procrastinate, and what did I do? I procrastinated. I am going to try really hard this year to make an effort not to procrastinate, because if I do, it will continuously ruin my life, and I can't have that. This is the most important year of high school, okay, and I cannot procrastinate this year. Like, okay, for example, it is late June, and I still haven't finished reading my summer reading book yet. I am going down the drain. There goes my future. My future is gone. My future is gone. If you follow in my footsteps, your future will be shit. That's all I can tell you. But seriously though, if you procrastinate, you will be up until like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., miserable, wishing you hadn't have procrastinated. And it'll be a cycle of regret, like my entire life. Like, honestly, do you want to end up like me, like crying at 3 a.m. because you're working on an assignment that you could have done at 5 p.m. and just avoided this entire fiasco? Like, do you want that? Do you want that in your life? I don't think so. My last major piece of advice is to join as many clubs as you can. It will look very good on your college applications and anything that you plan to do after high school, or if you're a Girl Scout, or if you're part of your church youth group like I am, you know, Jesus, love Jesus. If you do anything extracurricular like that, it is very good to continue that, and I recommend to you that you continue it. Unless you're unhappy doing it, then, you know, quit. Just get that negativity out of your life. But if you enjoy it, then I recommend continuing it because it will look very good on college stuff. And not that I'm some type of expert and you should listen to everything I say, but it will help you in the long run. So join the clubs, and you're bound to meet people that you like and similar interests. And if there's not a club that you want at your school, then, you know, you should make one. Unless your school doesn't have any clubs, then I don't really know what you should do, but just join clubs. Make a club. Just make a club. Now, if you're in like middle school or whatever, you don't have to worry as much, but I'm in high school right now and it's hard as heck and it's really challenging. So I think that it's also very important to just take time for yourself. I think in high school I've discovered so much about myself that I didn't know, and I've gone through really rough times. Like the first 2 years of high school were kind of shit, not gonna lie, but I think that as I'm growing, I've just learned so much about myself, and I feel like it's also important as you're coming into this new school year to take time for yourself. And I think that if you introduce yourself to new things or new people, you will discover things you didn't know about yourself, which is also really cool. So even though school may suck, it may also have its benefits. I hope all of you, whether you've just started school or you're about to, I hope that you have a great year, and I hope that it goes well for you. I'm acting like I'm some type of expert, but I'm only 16, so I don't know everything, but this is just what I've heard and what I feel and like my experiences and stuff, and it's gonna get better. Just wait. I promise you, it's gonna be okay. You just gotta wait. So I should probably go finish my summer reading book now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you in the near future because I have some videos filmed. Yeet, I'm actually being productive. Who knew? Alright, bye guys. Thank you so much for watching.